Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So today we are going to be talking about this homeless agency that cut the staff by 22%. They had a budget. I'm all for it. I'm like, if it's because it's just budget cutting, fine. I'm for it because some of them don't deserve to be, you know, I'm just jumping right to it, an employee with the services that you give them. Give me just 1 second. So today, I will be trying something new. I will go to every platform today. I found a way. So I'm on like 12 different platforms. That's pretty cool, man. Like I've done it a long time ago, but this was before I knew you now. So yeah, but it feels good to go on every platform. I figured out how to do it. So I won't stop just at 8 destinations, but 12 destinations. So today this will be a short video about the homeless staff and how they've been cut by um 22%, which is 13 people. Yes, 13 people got fired. And I'm like, okay, fine. Some people, get comfortable while there's young adults eager to get into their shoes. Some people get comfortable in their jobs where they don't do a good job, where not they don't do don't doing a not doing a good job is when you don't do your job, whether it be unethical or ethical. No, just whether it be just unethical. So yeah, let me finish reading. So I am very happy but saddened at how people have lost their earned jobs. I am happy. I'm for it, if it's a budget cut that's going on, but make sure you hire or put AI in, hire people that and scan them a little harder because some people sit up there and they run over top of you, man. Like seriously. So even while working, they mistreated people that should have been mistreated. I feel like there's some incomplete connection. Um, I really feel like there is some incomplete connection with between shelter and the clients that come there to sleep. I think that, you know, they have bad days at home, so they come to work flexing their authority, you know, that's how I feel. I am very happy but saddened at how people have lost their hard-earned jobs. I'm saddened because some people abuse the system even while working, they mistreat people. I feel like some incomplete connection. You all can save a lot of money if you evaluate your staff's performance. And I feel like, I think that you should evaluate the staff's performance. Were the staff fired because of budget cuts or were they fired because of their performance? People at the Seattle YWCA are corrupted. I can tell my story. I walked in, I was given through another agency, which they had nothing to do with it. They referred me as that's their job to do, not knowing how it is there. And it was a veterans place. And, you know, I walked on foot and caught the train to the YWCA by myself. And the first thing they started bombarding me with is, you know, let's take a COVID screening. And they had the swab already out. I didn't see her open up the pack to the swab. Like, I'm like, okay, you are really being aggressive. I was getting very nervous. And so after that, she sat up there and I said, can I see you open it? And she still didn't do it in front of me. She opened it behind me where I couldn't see what she was doing with it. I don't like that. You can put anything in people's noses. I hated the COVID screening. So I got my room with the veterans, and let's just fast forward a day later. But that night, I was singing outside on the patio. The next day, you know, it kind of went okay. But when I got back, you know, they said my veterans bed has been taken. And I was like, okay. I'm like, okay. And then the next day, because they made me sleep amongst the rest of the population, and my zipper had problems. I would carry the zipper in a big luggage around with me. And yeah, so my zipper had my marijuana tincture in it. And I sat up there and used it the following day. I went to sleep. I didn't go to sleep till like 12 o'clock. And usually I'll be in bed by 8, like, but this is a shelter. So, yeah. So I went to sleep and I woke back up and I took my tincture, and all of a sudden, like a woman came running practically, the same woman that said the FBI is going to get you. Crazy woman, you know. She wanted to take a shower. They made me sleep beside her too. And I went to go take a shower, and all of a sudden, as I made sure I had my stuff close to me, the shower was big enough to put it there. And as I got out of the shower, no one was in there but me and her. And I wasn't on, like, from my emotion standpoint, I was at a 1 stepping out the shower. And mind you, I took my tincture. And so it takes 20 minutes, 30 minutes to take a shower. And so I walk out, and I have to tell the story right, because one day my story will be heard. Um, there was a bloody tampon, not tampon, but maxi pad, big old bloody maxi pad. It pissed me off, but it went from 1 to 10 because I know that was there for me. And so I kicked it. And there was my aggression while under the influence of methamphetamine that was mixed in my tincture. People do stuff to me all the time. But just because I don't like it, no mean I'm going to sit up there. Excuse me for a second. Just because I don't like it, because I'm not going to sit up there and do anything, to hurt them unless all I do is tell the truth. But I don't want to physically hurt anyone. But that day, because the methamphetamine mixed with weed, imagine what people do on methamphetamine and weed. It was sad, man. I attacked an innocent woman it makes me really want to cry. I'm glad I'm off probation. Just because someone do something to me, I have no right to want to hurt or harm or kill. In this situation, it was a random person. That's why I look at the factors, the COVID swab, um, the methamphetamine in my tincture, you know, several officers had pointed guns at me. That I was so out of character. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm coming. Okay. So I was so out of character. And I, sorry, I didn't even look in the mirror. Okay, so I was definitely out of character and I was definitely out of character. And I'll never do anything like that again. Because I will never let anyone put anything in I will never put anything willingly in my system, let alone have somebody put something in my system. I would never let no one near my stuff, like seriously. And that's a scary thing. That's a very scary thing when you attack a innocent person. And what I mean by innocent is random person that had no idea that you were going to inflict pain on them. And it it bothered it bothers me every day. If it wasn't for that shelter putting that stuff in there and playing pranks on me, they knew. It's like they knew. This has caused me pain and has caused me nightmares. I have a backstory. You have to hear the whole story. I have had a lot of things in my 41 years of life, like drugs, high risk behavior, you know, and that's what the mental health community does, like, and we work on those behaviors because they're not good behaviors. You know, no one's perfect. I cannot fathom someone who has the perfect life is perfect. Like I can't. I No one's perfect. So anyway, high risk behaviors, such as uh like gambling. I don't gamble at like casinos, but you know, um, I do play scratch offs. I'm done with those drugs forever, though. Like, I'm done. I am done. Like, I've been done. I have no urge to go call Papa Bear at Center Town City, Center Town City at the mall, to link up and get some drugs. I don't want to. That's crazy, man. Like, people still do that crap. People still do that crap, man. I don't, like, seriously, I don't see how they do that. I don't see how they do that. I'm done with those drugs forever, like I said. Methamphetamines was never my drug. Yet, like I told y'all before, it slipped into my marijuana tincture. And let's fast forward. All I want is to apologize for what. No, all I want is an apology for what's happened to me. All I want is an apology for what's happened to me. I've been through a lot, and a lot of people, not you guys out there. If this don't apply to you, don't allow it to apply. I just want an apology. Like, seriously, like, the haters and the people that done inflicted pain on my life don't even know the hurt you caused me. I probably would have been broke or maybe even got close to being out on the street living. But you sat up there and you ruined my life. I will forever have um, a gross misdemeanor. I can't get rid of it. I I can't because of how it happened. But at least I can say, I haven't built a meth lab or, you know, was a pedophile or something. No, that's not me. It's not how Kimberly Cloud rolls. So I just need an apology from you guys. And it's like you guys haven't I've said it before, but I just want y'all to know that why haven't you apologized for the shelter, and can we have the camera, like the footage, everything, to prove my point? You caused me to attack a woman through drugs. And that's why I always say in my shows that you don't know what's in fentanyl. China is not sitting up there building fentanyl just to build it, like seriously. They're putting ingredients in it for those who are still awake. They're doing stuff with it. But now everything is peaceful for right now. I haven't seen the news in a while, but it seemed like it was peaceful between Z and Trump. I think he said tariffs went down and they got some talking in the works for some rare earth minerals. And so yeah, um acknowledgement of what happened, is what I would um want. But to be quite honest, that would never happen. So are you going to see me again through so you are going to see me again through the law. And because I made a complaint on the YWCA. I made a complaint on them. So I want the King County Regional Homeless Authority to know that you should rebuild the staff and everyone at the YWCA that I was in close quarters with. So basically, what I mean by that is I I basically want the people that were in close quarters, people that were around me, and from the beginning that I came there, with the COVID incident, all the way down to when they called the police on me, like I want them held accountable. I think y'all should rebuild the staff and fire everyone at the YWCA I was in force photos with. I encountered the harassment I endured with a quick abuse scare tactic. And what I mean by that is they perform scare tactics on me, such as making me sleep amongst the rest of the population. You know, they monitor you at shelters, and sometimes when they get enough power, when they monitor you, they sit up there and just watch you and stuff. And they talk about it. I was once a counselor. They notate everything. So my behavior, I don't be around people. And golly, 80% of the staff know the people there, you know. So yeah, I think you should fire them. I think you should fire them because they were very rude. They were very, very, very rude. And like I just I wish that they had better quality of giving, like, for that shelter. A lot of people donated to that shelter. And that's all I remember saying. When I seen the lady face, I was like, wow, she donated. She looked like Queen Elizabeth, you know, like she donated like millions of dollars. It's beneficial for you all to fire them, so you will save more money. The hungry young individuals looking to fill their shoes are waiting to be in a position for much less. You know, young people would kill to be in that position, to be able to engage with people with mental health in all walks of life. You know, it's not the ideal job, but some people would want to do that. Some people do it because it's just a job. They have got to get used to, they have got used to unethical procedures and someone eager to get into a shelter to work. Basically, you know, like these unethical procedures that they do, you know, is wrong. You know, you sit up there and all through the course of my stay, it shouldn't be like that. And that's why I say, y'all, it's like a root canal. Just get the infection out, you know, get the infection out. These people have probably kicked out thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people, you know. Someone's eager to get into a shelter to work would really obey your rules of working for the homeless agency. Someone more eager. It doesn't even have to be like a 22-year-old, 23-year-old. Like basically they would obey the rules like it should be. You know, like they obey the rules like it should be, you know. So but that is it, you know, in conclusion. I feel like you know, I'm glad that the homeless agency cut, you know, 22%, but it was for budget portions. It was for budget, you know, the budget. But at least they're doing something. That's a start. Even if it's not for me, it just so happened to look like it. It's a start. So I want y'all to know that I'm not about to cross the streams. So I'm about to get off of here, and I'll be back on to do my homework, of course, but I had to sit up there and say these things to you guys. I wanted to talk about these homeless agencies, the one homeless agencies, regional, you know, 13 people is cool with me. So take care.
Never waste my time, you are I want.